Hey everybody, we're going to do a comparison. I want to let you know why I chose to buy the Harley-Davidson Road Glide. We're going to compare every kind of motorcycle, especially touring motorcycle, to my Road Glide, and I'll let you know why I chose what I chose. Here we are at the Indian dealership. With the Indians, you have a Roadmaster that's the dressed out chieftain, and you have a Pursuit that's a dressed out challenger. All four are available with what's called a 112 Power Plus, 112 cubic inches. It is a liquid cooled engine and puts out a great amount of power. With 126 horsepower and 133 foot-pounds of torque, these bikes were definitely in the top of the running. And they have some conveniences too, like an adjustable windshield and an adjustable electronic suspension. So there was a lot to like about these bikes, including the sound they make when you ride them. I'm telling you, I like this exhaust note that it makes. Then if you want to talk about bargains and prices, check out the Kawasaki Vulcan Vaquero and Voyager. They both come in around $20,000. And they're good looking bikes. They do the job, they do it well. They are a little dated though, I will say that. I have a friend or two that has some. Another bike that I compared was the Honda Goldwing. These bikes are some of the best bikes made on the planet, we're told. And they can back it up in some ways, but would it make the cut? I also made my way over to the local BMW dealership. I do have a friend or two who owns a BMW, and boy, they love them. They have these R18s that are very Harley-esque in some ways, especially looks-wise. I do have some friends who have told me they like the looks of them and stuff, and that's cool and everything, so we're going to go check those out. But they also have some other touring bikes that might be interesting too. Those are known as the K1600s. There's a variety of them. We may take a look at those. But to start with, here's these R1800s. They are excellent looking bikes, but I'll say the way that the engine, the Boxster engine, sticks out on both sides, I don't like it as much. Now this is the K1600. It's the Grand America. And then in a moment, I'm going to look at another K1600. This one right here is the GT. This one obviously is a little sportier. It's a sport touring bike. I'm pulling in here to Appleton Harley-Davidson, my local Harley-Davidson dealership where I've done most of my business at. So here we are with Billy again. You guys know Billy. This is my salesperson. She has sold me 5 Harley-Davidsons, and so she really knows me well. But we're talking about these Street Glides first right here. And I was just going to ask her, why would somebody choose a Street Glide, say, over a Road Glide?
Well, now, in my opinion, the Road Glide lovers, you either love them or you hate them. Street Glide, they go way back. You know, it's just some old school Harley. They've been around for a long time. Even me, I ride a Road Glide, but I like the look of this better.
Well, see, that's kind of me too. I like the look of the Street Glide a little better. On a scale from 1 to 10, this is my opinion. I think the Street Glide is a 10 and the Road Glide is an 8.5.
But when you go to ride them, I think it's right the opposite.
Exactly. That's
like
it. You said it exactly the way I see it.
So when I have customers, I tell them, you're not looking at it when you're sitting on it anyway.
Both the Street Glide and the Road Glide would need to have a tour pack put on it for us to use it for our touring like we've done. And as you know, I have a tour pack on mine, the one that I bought. But the Street Glide is the fork-mounted fairing. So Billy, sometimes people choose bikes like this right here. These, what are these again?
The Softail Lowrider ST.
Lowrider ST. Now, why would somebody choose these for touring?
Well, it is not a touring bike, it is a Softail, but you could. I mean, they're comfortable and Softails are a good ride. Somebody maybe not wanting the weight of a Road Glide, Street Glide. Plenty of power, still got the big engine like on the touring bikes. Still has the ABS, all of the bags and features like that, and you can put the music on it. Somebody though that's not wanting to wait, club style ride. I mean, these are great, look good, younger people.
All right, there we go. Thank you. Another bike that you could tour on would be this Pan America. This is the CVO. I would use something like this, but not for my wife. So as you know, Billy has sold me, well, one Road Glide. The other one was a Road. I did have another Road Glide, but she didn't sell it to me. But she's not going to kill me over that. There's my old 22 that I bought at a different place besides through Billy. Does it remind you of my 24? That's my 22. Anyways, she and I agree on the Road Glide as far as looks, pretty much. We're almost in the same ballpark, and as far as ride. But you tell me why somebody would choose this over a Street Glide for touring.
Well, the ride. It just cuts the air. It just punches through, where the air, anything that's hitting you on the Street Glide, it moves your bars. Now, I exaggerate that because if it was dangerous, they wouldn't make it. But this is just, to me, a smoother ride. And being an older woman with a bunch of metal in my shoulder, having the weight of the fairing on the frame instead of on my upper body is why I like it better, because the weight's under me.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you very much, Billy. The Harley is so easy to customize. They have everything you could ever want. And there's something special about this one. Can you see it? It's got a 131 cubic inch engine. Wow. And then here's a CVO. Now that's a little out of my price range. I better look at these here. This is what I settled on, something like this, as you know. And when I say settled, I don't feel like I settled. I feel like I got a cream of the crop. I preferred the frame-mounted fairing over the fork-mounted fairing for the way that it cuts through the air. My wife and I both enjoyed our trip on it. It was very comfortable. It's fun in the curves. We just have a blast with it. Now, I probably could have chosen an Indian, but I just preferred the looks of the Harley a little bit better. And I still like the Harley sound a little bit better. That's my own personal take on it. I really did like that Pursuit and the Challenger and stuff. But once again, I enjoyed the Harley. Now, as far as a Goldwing is concerned, I like them. I have a lot of friends who ride them. And I have test ridden them. I like the way they ride, but I don't like the way they sound. It does not appeal to me as much in the looks department either. Plus, you only get 2 or 3 options for colors. And I like the fact that Harley gives you multiple options for multiple kinds of motorcycles. So that's why I chose my 24 Harley-Davidson Road Glide over all those other bikes after making all those comparisons. Yeah, the Kawasaki was probably about $4,000 cheaper than what I paid for mine. Yes, the Honda's supposed to be, top shelf quality. I think Harley has caught up to Honda, or maybe if they're not exactly equal, they're awful close to it. I've never had any trouble out of my Harleys. Out of the last, 10, 15 years, I've never had any trouble out of them. So I think we're fine with that. But let's see, some of those other bikes, the BMW just did not compare with that Boxster engine sticking out on both sides. I might be interested in the BMW K1600, the sportier version of it, for a second bike, but not to take my wife on long trips on. So I think the bike that I got suits me best, and I'm really glad to have it. Now, that's just me. There's a lot of you out there, and I'm sure that you all have opinions. I'd love to hear them. Go ahead and share your opinion in the comments, please. And please hit like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. God bless.